Hey, y'all, and thank you so much for tuning into Respectfully with Miss Pretty Young Thing. I'm your girl, PYT, and let's get into it. The night we've been waiting for like weeks. Y'all, part 2 is here. Okay, part 2 is here. So for those that have been subscribed already, you already know I was in Cali. I was casted to be at the reunion. So I think my biggest thing is I want to be able to see how much I saw live that they're actually going to put on the episode versus how much they're going to cut, chop, screw, and everything like that. Okay, so if this is your first time here, please subscribe. And if this is not your first time here, you already know I dropped the load. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you ain't been paying attention. Okay, it's been dropped. It's been dropped. Okay, so after we watch this, we're gonna watch Erica Mena, and then after that, we're going to go to the drop. Okay, so if you follow me on Twitch, just know we will be there with the drop. So if you have any questions for me as far as what I witnessed for the live adventure of the show, I will see you on Twitch after the show. All right. So that being said, if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you're like, where the hell is this lady talking about? She said she was there. What the hell did she see? Whatever the hell. Listen, hold on. Let me see if I can actually just show it to y'all so y'all understand before I start to watch this episode. Press a 1 in the comments if you've already seen the episode too. If you've already seen it, you already know that the tea is a brewing. But if you haven't seen it, then you know that tonight is going to be a night to remember. Here it is. Why am I getting a phone call? No, it's Baddies time. Don't call me. All right. Get shareable link. There we go. Okay. If you subscribe to my channel, shout out to you. If you don't subscribe to my channel, something wrong with you. Because we have a link. Okay. And the link is to the tea. Okay. I don't want to say too much. Just know I'm going to drop this right here. And it's up to y'all to catch what I'm throwing. Okay. But become a member of my channel and you are going to get all the tea. That link, you're welcome. So that being said, y'all, it's time for us to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to add me on Twitch. Remember, Twitch, we're going to have a quick after party about the breakdown of part 1. So they dropped Baddies Midwest Reunion part 1. Big shout out to everybody that did their big ones. Big shout out to the outfits. I told y'all in my vlog, please watch the vlog of me going to Cali to go for the reunion. I didn't say too much because, of course, we signed NDAs. But listen, it's time to watch the episode. I just wanted to get all of that out of the way. First, let's go ahead and watch the episode. Like I said, if you've already tuned into the episode, shout out to you. Let me know how you felt about it on a scale of 1 to 10. If you have any questions in regards to what you saw on the TV versus what I saw in person, feel free to ask, because now that it's out, I can actually speak on it. I've been waiting so long to finally speak on it. I didn't want to cross my NDA in any ways, whatever the case may be. So it's finally here. I got me a bowl of cereal. It's time to watch. I already know based on like the trailer what fights they're gonna show for this episode, or whatever the case may be. It's just a matter of getting it done. JJ, you must be new here. I don't show the episode here because I don't work for Zeus. Okay, we're gonna watch it. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm gonna watch it. And we are going to talk about it. Don't think that you're gonna come into my channel and watch Zeus, because unless y'all got $1 million to cash at me for the lawsuit that would come my way if I would show this to y'all, something wrong with y'all. But if you are not new here, you know, turn your TV on, because it's time for us to watch the show together. Okay. Now, if you are desperate to watch the episode and you do not have Zeus, respectfully, click the link that I just sent you, and that is everything that you need to know in regards to the episode. Okay, so right now we don't press play, y'all. I'm 57 seconds in, and it's given that they're giving like the backstory of everything that happened in this episode, in the series, this season. I forgot how Harvey was in the season. I'm not gonna hold you. I low-key forgot to see and Krishan had a moment. We know Krishan is not coming to the reunion, so it is what it is. We know that Summer never checks Tinkerbella, and now Tinkerbella's pregnant, so is she ever gonna check her? We're gonna find out in about 9 months. I don't know. But at the same token, I want y'all to see with y'all own two eyes the result of DTB versus Natalie. I want to see what y'all think with y'all own two eyes the result of Anna's fight. I want to see what y'all think with y'all two eyes about Scotty's situation because I told y'all Scotty did not win the fight. I told y'all it looked like Scotty got drunk, and everybody said that I was lying. I was there. So let's watch the episode so that y'all can see what y'all eyes. I told y'all Emma did not get jumped on the stage. Everything that Emma was saying, I said specifically, Emma. First, I said Emma was lying, and then I realized, wait, if Emma did get jumped and she's so passionate about this, it was something that did not happen on stage. It had to have happened in their dressing room, on the ground, and everything like that. And exactly what I said is exactly what it is. Y'all, why did my camera die in the middle of me talking? How ghetto. Okay, we're back. All right. Like I said, subscribe. Become a member so that you can watch the link that I sent y'all. You will not get the exclusivity that I was talking to you about unless you become a member. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's your business. If you do know what I'm talking about, you already know the vibe. Okay? But either or, let's just get into it. So, Baddies Midwest Reunion Part 1. We're going to watch it. If you have your subscription, watch it with me. If you don't have your subscription, listen, become a member and listen live to the live scoop. If you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. Okay? So that being said, we just finished watching the recap of the season, all the messiness, all the foolishness. Remember, they're in the season. We started off with the Krishan family drama, whatever the case may be, with Tasiki. We still ain't get to the bottom of that, but respectfully, I still feel like it's none of our business because my last name not Malone. I don't know about y'all, but my last name not Malone. And then Summer and all of the newbies crowding over the OGs just for Summer to get smacked in the face by Tinkerbella and for her not to do anything. Y'all, we still ain't get to the bottom of that because she never said anything to Tinkerbella. She punking everybody except for Tinkerbella. I don't understand that. I don't get it. On her mama, I don't get it. What else? Of course, them fighting. I totally forgot about Akbar V. Totally forgot about her. Tommy does not come to the reunion, unfortunately, but they do talk about the bunny, of course. What else happens? It's a lot of things that I'm expecting to happen. I just don't know what the cutoff point is going to be. So we're going to watch the episode and then stay tuned to Twitch because on Twitch, we're going to pop our ish. Okay. So that being said, let's go ahead and watch. On God and the big next I'm finding Natalie is so like, ugh. You know what's crazy and wishy? Remember during the season when Big Lex said that she was going to fight whoever did the name change, and then when she found out that it was Natalie, she didn't do anything about it? Y'all can't be surprised. She's playing her cards correctly. She's trying her best to play chess and not checkers. She was trying to make sure that she can secure a bag by way of being a part of Baddies Africa, and I cannot fault her for that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just see what this episode is going to be. Like I said before, I cannot show the episode, but we are going to talk about tonight's episode. And then on Twitch, right after this YouTube live, we are going to spill some tea based on what they've been talking about on the blogs, based on what has been released for this episode, and based on the link that I sent y'all. I hope y'all click the link. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll run 55-minute episode. So we'll be done in about an hour. Hopefully I don't have to pause too much. If you've already seen the episode, let me know how you felt about it on a scale of 1 to 10. It dropped 30 minutes ago. They did the reunion in Cali. So they flew to Cali to do it or whatever. I'm one of the people that were in the audience. Big shout out to some of the girls that I have met out there. Love y'all to death. I got to meet a lot of people who run some of y'all favorite Baddies blogs out there as well. I'm not going to say which ones were there. I'm not going to say who they were, whatever the case may be. And one of the main things that I wanted to see in this episode is, will y'all be able to see me on y'all TV? I just want to see if they're going to show my face real quick. Somebody else said that they saw me during the Baddies Africa audition videos. I did not watch them, but I will watch them just to see if I can see myself there. Feel free to watch my Baddies Africa vlog as well if y'all haven't gone ahead to watch that. What else can we talk about as far as the episode goes? Natalie's intro. I told y'all that Natalie was looking sickening in the intro. It's giving Natalie got her body done again. I say again because she's acting as if she didn't. Natalie had to have gotten a titty lift. Natalie must have got some 360 lipo a little bit after Rolly did. She was just like, listen, if you going under the knife looking as bad as you are, let me try it too. Because Natalie was snatched at the beginning of the union. I'm gonna see if I can pause the screen so I can show y'all. A lot of people was talking about Saucy Santana. Y'all know I'm from Miami, so I love me some Saucy naturally, period. City girls from the 305, ghetto booty, pretty face, thick thighs. Okay. But this dress looked too familiar to what we saw him wear last reunion. A lot of people thought he was wearing the same thing. Saucy, I'm gonna need you to get a new favorite color because the black is looking the same every time you wear it. It's looking like it's the same shit. It really is, and it's becoming a little unflattering, if I do say so myself. You've already seen the episode. Let me know how you feel about it on the scale of 1 to 10. Let me know if you have any questions for me in regards to me being there at the reunion live. Dang, this is a long intro. The stage was gorgeous. Now, I will say this. They did not let us bring our phones in. So a lot of it that I know is off the dome. But it looks like the episode is starting off with the big three. We got Big Lex, we got Summer, and we got Bad Dolly sitting down discussing whatever the hell. And it looks like Rolly is about to join them. Let's see what Rolly got to say. And it looks like Summer is saying that she's about it. They are ready to pop ish. They are ready to do whatever, whenever, however. Let me know in the comments which fights that y'all want to know about as well. I know a lot of y'all are looking forward to the Bad Dolly for Tiki situation, which I doubt is going to be in this episode. But we can talk about it though. So Rolly said is apologizing to Summer. Ooh, in regards to how Baddies Africa auditions went or whatever. They did squabble, I heard. I didn't go to their stage, so I didn't know about their fight. But I did tell y'all about DTB versus Biggie because I was there for that. I didn't know about DTB versus Biggie because I was there. So it's looking like Pretty Pete. These girls do not like each other. Well, I stand corrected. Ivory and Pretty Pete like each other. But for Jasmine Renee to be in this little sister circle, Jasmina, let's not act like you give a dang about what these girls got going on. Let's not do that. Okay. But Pretty Pete looks so good. Emma pissed me off. I can't wait to see that because that's the part that I said that did not happen on the stage. So I did not know that it happened until Emma talked about it on the stage or whatever the case may be. So it's definitely giving. I can't wait. But this isn't the scene that she's going to come in because I think she goes into the scene with Summer and them. Ivory is saying that she needs an inhaler for all of the smoke that she got. Now we're looking at Tasiki, Anna, and Scotty. Liz and Biggie. And when I tell you Anna and Scotty is a duo that I never thought I needed in my life, but I like them as friends. I do. Big Lex was real for trying to separate Dolly. I need to watch that in slow motion and Wishy because some people said that Big Lex was trying to jump in. I need to see it with my own two eyes because I don't know. I can't speak on something that I haven't seen yet. Okay, but we gonna see it. I'm gonna slow it down and then we're gonna talk about it because Summer was doing horrible trying to fight her and then Dolly jumped in. Summer can fight. We've witnessed this all season. And Emma, I don't think she's a terrible fighter, but remember when it was Emma versus Summer in the house and Summer was losing and Bad Dolly had to jump in that too. So I'm not surprised. Summer overall pissed me off. Ooh, and Wishy. We gotta watch it. And then we're gonna talk about it. We gotta watch it and then we gotta talk about it. So it looks like Nunu's here, DTB's here. Um, Tinkerbella. Look, y'all, Tinkerbella is trying hard to hide her belly. Girl, we know you're pregnant. Jayla is here looking scrumdiddlyumptious. Hold on, let me see if I can pause it on Tinkerbella's belly. Sis, we know you're pregnant. Let me get out the way. Hold on. Right here. Y'all see how she's trying to cover up her belly with the plush pillow? She got to be at least 4 months now. Y'all, rumor has it that Tinkerbella's baby father is Lemmy's brother, allegedly. The best way to know whether or not that's true, though, is to see whether or not Tinkerbella gets along with Sapphire. Because Sapphire used to date Lemmy's brother, too, allegedly. We're gonna see, because it's giving Tinkerbella and Scotty are sister wives, allegedly. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. But honestly, if that is her baby daddy, allegedly, that's T, allegedly. But we will see, in the words of Saved and Freed. We will see. Okay. So now it looks like Tinkerbella and Jayla are talking about how they had got into the heated argument outside of some event or whatever the case may be, when they were going back and forth about mutualities and friendships and things of that nature. Let me know in the comments how you felt about that little scene, because basically Tinkerbella was saying that for her to name a time where she didn't ride for her or whatever the case may be, and that's when Jayla brought up Meatball. Jayla not wrong, because you fell out with your real homegirl on TV, and that's a little crazy. And that's a little crazy. But one thing about Jayla, she gonna apologize for something that she says after the fact. But it's one of those things where her and Scotty do this all the time, where they do something in an act, but then they apologize after the fact. But it's one of those things where it's just like, it's the principle of it. If you didn't apologize right then and there when it was happening, like, do I really care for this right now apology? Not really. So I get Tinka, but then at the same token, I get where Jayla is talking about as well, where she says that she was being loyal to her. She wasn't like meaning any harm towards her or whatever the case may be. But y'all know these little friendships and how these girls go back and forth is very, very, I don't know. But Tink was calling her a fake bee, and she said that she can't fool with her in real life like that. Now, take that how you want to. Let me know how y'all feel about Jayla not being a part of Baddies Africa, though, because Jayla is saying that she did not get fired, and everyone else is acting as if that isn't the case. Jayla is saying that she walked away from Baddies Africa, but everyone else is acting as if like she was begging for her position, especially Rolly. Rolly is acting as if what Jayla is saying is made up. She got fired. It is what it is. So now Jasmine Renee is over here talking about Summer. One thing about it is I like Jasmine Renee. She's cute. She's a baddie, all that stuff like that. But every time she mentions Summer, I cringe. I cringe. I cringe. I cringe. Because it's one of those things where it's like Summer was fumbling with you, was tussling with you for the TV camera, for the TV time, and then overnight she started realizing that she don't like you. You real life don't like her. You think about her 24/7, and that part about Summer being her storyline is annoying, because it's one of those things where I hope on everything that she does not become a regular on the show, for future seasons. Now we know she's not going to be on Africa or whatever the case may be, but I don't need her on any other season if she can't show us, her baddie side outside of that or whatever the case may be. But Queen G, the BBW, said that she saw me front and center on TV. I can't wait to pause it when I see it. Queen G. Come to my YouTube. I'm live on Meet Me as well as YouTube as well as Twitch. Okay. Not the cutest baddie dog. Rolly got a baddie dog? Hold on. Rolly got a dog? Poo poo. Rolly's dog is adorable. What is that, a Pomeranian? I don't know nothing about dogs, y'all, but I want one. I don't have kids. I need to be a dog mom real quick. You were on there twice so far. Girl, send me screenshots on Instagram. Y'all, if y'all see Miss Pretty Young Thing on y'all TV screens, send me the screenshot on Instagram. If y'all see me in the audience of the oh, I wasn't paying attention, y'all. Emma just came in the room. No, this is a setup. Emma came into the room and immediately Bad Dolly stood up, Summer stood up, and it looks like Lex is trying to fend them off her. It was a setup. It was a scheme that production set up. What's that girl name? Ashley? And immediately, y'all, Summer went straight for her head. And you already know Bad Dolly gonna come to her rescue the second that Summer can't handle it. Look at this. Bad Dolly jump in. Oh, Bad Dolly, underhand. Emma wasn't lying. She got jumped a little bit. It was a tag team. It was a tag team. And it looks like Lex is trying to kind of sort of separate the situation. Big shout out to Lex. Lex is a real one. Lex is a real one in a lot of ways. There's some things I don't like about her, but I do like her. She was one of my favorites that I met in person too, by the way. She was definitely my favorite newbie that I met in person. Bad Dolly is a little bad and bougie. She wasn't really trying to interact with the crowd, but Lex was super cute. I got to have a couple words with her. Oh no, they had her nose leaking. Emily, her nose is leaking. Queen G, come on my YouTube. Link in bio. Her nose is leaking. Why y'all have my dog looking crazy? Not F your nose on Day. Summerella. Summer, none other. That Dolly telling Summer to sit down. Summer nose, not Summer. Emma nose bleeding. Why y'all had to do that to Emily? Y'all, let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how y'all felt about it. They asked, look who came to come check on Emma. Big Lex and Yoshi. Y'all know Yoshi was a one-hit wonder on the show. So I'm glad that they ended up giving her a little camera time before they hit the stage, because on the stage she ain't get no camera time either. She's very pretty. Did y'all see how she said on the internet that she left because the show was too much for her and she was around too many people and it was giving her anxiety and everything like that? And it was one of those things where it's just like, I get it, but I don't get it. Why audition for Baddies if you have like social anxieties? That don't make no sense to me. Why want to be on TV if you have social anxieties? Now you put yourself in a position where everybody can make fun of you. But nonetheless, it looks like Emma was not lying. She got attacked. She got attacked. She got attacked. I thought she was lying at first, but then when I thought about it, she had to have gotten attacked outside or whatever the case may be. One thing about Jonisha John, she is always go BT. Look at my host, y'all. Hold on. You sent it? I'm about to check it out in a second. Y'all, somebody just sent me a screenshot of them seeing me on the TV. Hold on. They gave you a cameo. I heard everybody writing me right now. Hold on. Where did you send it to me on? Hold on. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Except primary. Is that me? Yes, y'all. This is me hugging Saucy Santana. Hello. Y'all see me? Hold on. Let me zoom in. This is me right here hugging Saucy Santana. Talk to me nice. What's the other picture? Ah! Look at me on TV. I'm screaming. I can't wait to see the episode. What else? Show me more. I can't wait till the people that said that I was lying about being there watches me on TV. Look at me laughing at y'all. Oh my God. There was this one girl that was arguing with me on Beyonce's internet talking about some shut the fuck up. You wasn't even there. You're a liar. And I was just like, I'm sorry. Do I know you, Bookie? Do I know you? Because you got a lot of passion behind these words. Like, why is this restarting? You got a lot of passion, Bookie Butt. Are you okay? What's going on? Who hurt you? Because it wasn't me. Why is Canva acting crazy? Y'all, I'm about to post that on my Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. So we're going to finish watching this episode. We are on, what is this, 17-minute mark? If you are watching the episode, we are on the 17-minute mark, okay? We are on the 17-minute mark. Let me see if this could work. There we go. We're on the 17-minute mark. If you haven't already, click the link to be able to watch the tea. We gonna talk about the tea after the episode. We gotta watch this show. Then we gonna talk a little bit. Then we gonna watch Erica Mena, and then we're gonna move over to Twitch so that we can talk about the reunion tea, baby. Okay, I'm super excited to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly about everything. They just showed you again, you outside. Y'all, we gonna have to count how many times I show up on the TV screen. You know what's funny that you say that, Queen G? Because there was a point in time where they had to switch my seat. And I feel like now that they switched my seat because they probably showed my face too many times. And they were like, let's just move this bitch over because she keeps showing up on people's TV screens. Ah! Hi, haters! All right, let's watch the episode. All right, so right now, Saucy and Jonisha are sitting on the couch. Y'all, if y'all watch my YouTube video of the Baddies auditions for Africa, y'all know I got to meet Jonisha John. I met her twice, actually. And she is the most beautiful, elegant smelling woman I have ever seen in my entire life. Look at this woman. Jonisha looks so good. Jonisha smelled heavenly. Okay. I definitely feel like there was a lot of tension between Jonisha and the girls. Y'all know which girls I'm talking about on the stage. We know why. I feel like the tension is thick because of all of the alleged things that we've been hearing, as far as their personal lives when it comes to the behind the scenes of production or whatever the case may be. But I know that when it came to Saucy Santana, y'all said that y'all didn't like him as the reunion host last time. Respectfully, whoever said that y'all didn't like him, eat y'all words, because he did. I loved him last time, and I loved him 10 times more this time. He asked all the best questions. He came into, first of all, hold on. I'm about to show Natalie's costume real quick. And when I tell you it's going to be a 2-second, hold on. Look. Okay, switch. Because her titties are outside. Natalie got her titties done. I don't care what nobody say. Because them titties was sitting the hell up, okay? So M. Wishy said that Summer overall pissed her off. I don't like the jumping of Emma. I don't like that. Plus, Dottie lost to Sasiki from what it looked like badly. Oh, so they showed some of the Dolly versus Tasiki. Saved and freed. We're going to talk about it. I want to see what camera angles they got. Because I was literally right in front of their fight. Oh my god, I'm gonna watch your shorts videos and make my cucumbers better. Shut up, Xavier. What the hell is wrong with you? Cash App link in bio. Cash App link right there. This pretty young thing. Okay. So that being said, let me. So it looks like Natalie. Oh, so Natalie goes to have a conversation with Mel. Remember when I told y'all Mel never hit the stage? Remember when I told y'all Mel never hit the stage? It's looking like it's about to get into the Mel versus Ivory situation because Mel never came on the stage. Okay. So now Mel is saying that she don't want to get into this on the stage because she feels like she's gonna get jumped or whatever the case may be. So she said Summer, Nunu, Tinka, Anna, all of them are gonna come for her. That's how she feels about it. Child. So she's asking how many girls is it gonna be if she goes on stage that she's gonna have to shoot off. And Natalie's saying that she's gonna respect her decision whether or not she wants to be there or not. And Ivory is waiting outside in the parking lot. When I tell you Ivory was one of my favorite people to meet in person during the reunion. Okay, for Baddies Africa auditions, my favorite one to meet was Big Lex as far as the newbies and Scotty as far as the OGs. Energy, phenomenal. Scotty is as genuine in person as you see how soft-hearted she is on TV. Beautiful person. And Lex is so funny, so good-spirited, so humble. I was here for it. When it came to the reunion, Ivory. Clock that T. Okay. When it came to the what else? Ivory was the newbie one that I loved. The OG one that I loved at the reunion, DTB. DTB was my favorite OG at the reunion. Okay. She was. All right. So it looks like Ivory is in the parking lot trying to see if she can get Mel to come outside. We outside tonight. And Ivory is saying that she don't want to, not Ivory. Mel is saying that she don't want to fight, but it looks like Ivory's already waiting for her downstairs. Ah! And Mel says she's going home. She's not trying to fight Ivory. And Ivory talking about, so what did you get on a flight for? And I agree. You're already here. We might as well squabble. You might as well get this checked. Because remember how much shit that Mel was talk about how she was not gonna come because Zeus was trying to offer her pennies, that she was not going to fight on TV for it, but you flew to a city that you had no intention on fighting in. That made absolutely no sense. Michael, yes, you did. I was at the reunion. I was at the reunion and I was at Baddies Africa audition. So you'll see me there as well. I can't believe this. I ain't gonna hold you. Mel is a better person to me. Because if someone throws a cup full of piss at me, we are fighting every single time I see you. Gee! We are fighting every single time I see you. If y'all want to call in so that y'all can talk and we can talk about the episode, feel free to. But it's one of those things where like, no, like we're fighting. It's up and it's stuck. Like when I tell you it is stuck, if it ain't no switching up, we are stuck. Every time I see you, it is up and stuck. So it's one of those things where like she's a better human being than me. Because for me to fly out to Los Angeles, California, see you at the bottom of a staircase, and for me to say I'm going home, Mel, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. So now, Natalie, this is okay. So in this particular scene, I know what's happening. At this point in time, we were supposed to go on set, but we couldn't go on set because they said that there was a ruckus outside. And now I know that the ruckus outside was Mel and Ivory. G, you know what I'm talking about. The ruckus outside was Mel and Ivory. Remember when they had us go outside just to line us back up and take us back into the back room? Ivory said, drink my piss, no. You're showing us the entire fight? Okay, Gina. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still watching Ivory and Mel go back and forth. But on the clip that they showed, did it look more like Ivory's win, or did I mean not Ivory? Did it look more like Tasiki's win, or did it look more like Bad Dolly's win? I'm about to put a poll in the thing in the chat. Let me put a poll in the chat. Y'all tell me from you the angles that y'all see who y'all think looked like did the best. Who won the fight? Mel is hollering. Ivory said she's not ready for the champ. I'm hollering. Tasiki. How do you spell Tasiki? There we go. Bad Dolly. Bad Dolly. Let me know who y'all think won the fight out of them two. Let me know who y'all think won the fight out of them two. Because it was the tussle was tussling. The tussle was up. First up, Mel is PUSSY because there's absolutely no reason for me to be getting in a truck while the girl who threw piss on me is standing in a distance safely. No, Mel, what are you doing? Besides pissing me off. Why? Now I'm mad that Mel didn't show up on the stage. Because there's absolutely no reason for you to have not stood up for yourself. You looking crazy. And I don't feel sorry for Mel at all. Let me know in the comments if you feel some type of way as far as that, or if you feel bad for Mel, whatever the case may be. Nadia, I see you. Shout out to you, baby. So it is what it is. Now Ivory's calling her scary. Ivory's shouting out the fact that she pissed on her. Drink my piss, no cap. And that's just what it is. Child, I can't believe it. That same area too. Oh, hold on. This is the audience coming in. Am I going to see me? This is us twerking. Is that? Hold on. That's not me. That's not me. That's the girl that was on the other side. That's the girl that was next to me. Gina, I see you, girl. Hold on, y'all. This my friend. This my friend. Gina. You famous, girl. Shout out to Gigi in the cut. Okay. Clock it. Clock it. Okay. In the cut. Okay, let me keep playing. We're at 23 minutes. They show you. Somebody told me this is about the part there. Okay, so first of all, this little intro, whatever the case may be, with Natalie half naked dancing on stage. Jocelyn, cease and desist. Jocelyn, cease and desist. She wanna be Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, the international superstar, so bad. Baddies, hey, post for me. Slim thick, no tummy. This is when she performs the song. Remember that dude? Y'all, we were supposed to do a TikTok. Me, Gigi, and some of the other girls that we met at the set. We're supposed to do a TikTok with this dude, but we couldn't because we couldn't record and a whole bunch of other BS. But either or, that dude that be going everywhere dancing to this song and singing to this song was on the stage twerking with Natalie, having a time. Okay. But one thing about Natalie, she gonna do her very best, okay, to try to be a superstar, okay, because I'm big popping. All right, so it looks like all of the girls are coming out on the stage at this scene or whatever the case may be. Natalie performed her one song, no shade, her one song, and then Bobby came out. Did I see me sing? I'm trying to pause it every time they show the audience so that I can see. Ah, I saw me. Wait a minute, y'all. Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo? Look at me in the on the side corner with my arms in the air, hollering, hooting and hollering. I'm screaming. Why is everyone saying we lied? We said Tasiki won round one. Exactly. Weirdos. Child. Hey, Shay Shay. But yes, y'all. Let me see. What else is happening? Oh, I see me in the audience. That's so dope. All right. So we already know. Is that me leaning up against the thing? Who do I think I am? Y'all, it's so funny seeing me on TV. Y'all see me, the girl on the far right? That's after they moved me. Because y'all see how Gigi is right there in front of the camera? Hold on. Let me shrink this. Y'all see how Gigi is right here? I was between Gigi and this YouTuber. I don't remember what her name is. I was sitting in between them and they moved me over here. Why? I don't know. Actually, I lied. Where this dude is sitting, not doing nothing, but wasting space. I think that's where I was sitting, Gigi, because you were to my left. I was to your right. I was right here. So I was supposed to be right here in this scene, and they have me pushed up against the corner with some dude to the right. I ain't gonna hold you. The dude to the right, he was clocking the tea with me. He was funny. Big shout out to him because he was definitely helping me and Swasi Santana clock the tea every time something was said. Okay. Bobby Lights, I ain't gonna hold you. This better be one of the last times that he does something with Baddies. Look at me. Look at the corner of my head, y'all. Look at my famous head corner. I'm so tickled to see me on Zeus right now. App and TV are two different things. We weren't on TV. Clover Univision. Actually, I have been on TV. I've been actually on in a theater near you. If you want to clock that tea, because I definitely got paid to be in this studio audience. Hold on, let me go show you the movie that I was in as an extra that I got paid for. Hold on. Ride Along to Kevin Hart beach scene. Because you played yourself. Being on TV and being on the app are two different things. Yeah, but Ride Along to is, I think it's on Hulu right now, which means I've been in the theater and I've been on an app. Okay. I've been on both, actually. I've been on both. Hold on. Let me zoom through. Because I got paid to walk across a beach. And it started raining and Kevin Hart shared his umbrella with me. I got a picture with him, but you know, this movie came out a while back. Clearly not, Clover. This is what I be talking about. Clover, you're on my YouTube trying to tell me that I'm forgettable. Someone who I'm not going to remember this conversation happened. You get what I'm saying? Kitty, he came to see me. I'm not on your YouTube, Clover. You're on mine. Okay, go watch Ride Along 2 and watch me be an extra for $500 for one scene. Clover. Cause I extra work is what I do. If this is your first time here, just know I'm from Miami and I've been doing extra work. I'm not new to this. Sorry. It's just fun to see myself. This isn't the first time that I've had my Instagram blown up with screenshots of me because people have seen me on TV. This ain't the first time. I'm just having fun with it because that's the one life that God gave me. Okay? Clock it. All right. Right, Kitty Sunrise? Because at the end of the day, we just here to have a good time. Okay? All right. So that being said, what I was saying was I'm not a big fan of Bobby Lights doing the little audience back and forth banter. I wasn't the biggest fan of that because it's one of those things where it's like he didn't ask all of the questions that we wanted to ask. When I wanted to grab the mic to ask my questions, he was never there. When it was time for him to do certain whatevers, I don't know. His timing was off. He was he wasn't in sync with what we had going on. I don't think he accurately watched the episode because he didn't understand the questions that we were trying to ask. Ah! It's me! Y'all, I am so tickled by this long ass clip of me on TV. And I know that's why my cousin called me. Hold on, my cousin just called me. She did! Why my cousin sent me a clip, y'all? Talk about something you famous. Bitch! I'm hollering. Somebody said your voice all over the reunion. Oh my God. Y'all can feel free to call in. You look so pretty in the clip. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. I really appreciate it. And is Clover and is welcome to Respectfully with Miss Pretty Young Thing, home of me, myself, and me. Okay. Look at my friend talking about some okay Zeus baddie. I'm screaming. Your friends could never, Clover. All right, let me finish watching this episode so that we can talk the tea, okay? All right, so now Bobby. First of all, I was about to say Jocelyn. Jocelyn's friend, okay? Lemmy's real bookie butt, okay? By let me finish. The queen of the U.S. Virgin Islands, okay? This young lady right here looks the F good in person. Poetic Justice, you saw me? She looked good at the reunion. She looked so good. She looked so good. She looked so good. The dress was stunning on her. The dress was stunning on her. The only thing that I regret is the skirt was so short. She wanted to come to the audience to come hug us and take pictures with us, but she didn't want to like move too much or whatever the case may be. So she didn't get to take any pictures with us. But I did get to take pictures with her at the auditions. Jonisha is so sweet. She is such a sweetheart. I love her. All right. So let's go ahead and continue watching or whatever the case may be. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So you already know the host, Jonisha John, is here and all of that good stuff. What else? What else? What else? So she's talking about how it's one of the most anticipated reunions to date. I ain't gonna hold you. This was the first time that they had a live reunion, a live studio audience that I agreed with when it came to Baddies. And the last one for Jocelyn Hernandez, I agreed with that one as well. There was actually a girl that was there that said that she was at the Jocelyn Hernandez one as well. Big shout out to her because I would have loved to have been there. Okay, so basically right now Johnny is talking about how the newbies came in swinging and that the OGs did their things and that the ladies fought all over the place or whatever the case may be, fighting in the club, on the Baddies bus, and all over the damn place. In Hawaii, on this place, on that place. Drea is out. We're watching it right now. And just talking about all the accusations, all the fights that they're going to get into, whatever. And of course, the viral moments of the season. They shout out the live studio audience and all of that stuff like that. I can't wait to see what parts of everything that they show. So right now, everything is accurate. Right now, everything is accurate. I'm not gonna hold you. They haven't really been skipping anything, but we're gonna see how much of the receipts that they are really gonna pull out. And that was the part that I am more like intrigued in. Y'all know how sometimes Zeus be chopping and screwing everything or whatever the case may be. So it looks like this is the part where Saucy comes out on stage. Did he come to the audience first? Yes, this is when he comes and hugs me in the audience. Yeah, Saucy gave me a hug in the audience. I'm hollering. Who can let me borrow their Zeus account? I'm screaming. Hold on. So, hold on. Here it goes. Look at Saucy hugging us. Look at little old me. Hollering. I love Saucy Santana, though. This is like my third time meeting him, I want to say. Something like that. Third or fourth? Third. This is my third time meeting him. He's super cool. Definitely super cool. So, but I definitely want to see you in a different color than black, Saucy. I don't want people saying that you're wearing the same outfit no more. So he was saying how it was Judgment Day. And they were both saying how size don't matter or whatever the case may be. Emma swung on Summer so bad, Dolly jumped in. Oh my God. Aiden, yes. The same way it was before. Yeah, do they really have me saying clock it on TV? Why do they have my sound? Why is my face so big? I'm screaming. Why am my face in lights right now? This is hilarious to me. Okay. So, big shout out to Saucy being back. Big shout out to Saucy being back. Oh my goodness. So ghetto, so ratchet. So this part is when Saucy's talking about who he wants to see. He said he wants to see Summer and Scotty, Dolly and Tasiki, Anna and Big Lex. They were talking about how size don't matter or whatever the case may be. And they said if size don't matter, they don't mind seeing Big Lex versus Tasiki. Okay. But the thing about it is, I wanted to see this too, and I hate the fact that they didn't let it happen. I hate the fact that they didn't let it happen. But I definitely love the fact that they said size don't matter, and they kind of sort of just let it happen. And for those that are new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Just know that this is a live reaction. We are not showing the episode. We are just watching the episode and talking about it together. If you cannot afford to watch Zeus, I could send you a link and you could watch it elsewhere. If you need assistance in paying for it or whatever, I suggest maybe you try going on live YouTube and maybe somebody will throw you $1 or $2. But if you think that I'm going to risk a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for me to go back to Zeus about copyright infringement and for me to show the episode, respectfully, cash at me $1 million and then I'll show you the episode. That's the only way I'm showing you the episode for everyone that's new to my channel. But if you're not new to my channel, let me know in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're feeling about it. Let me go ahead and see this poll that we did. I asked y'all who y'all feel like won the fight. 82% of y'all said Tasiki. 18% said Bad Dolly. Y'all, how many rounds do they show on this TV screen? Because I keep telling you, they went for 2 rounds. Did they show us both rounds on this episode? Did they show y'all 2 rounds? Because if they didn't show y'all 2 rounds, y'all didn't see what I saw. I said Tasiki won the first round and Bad Dolly round the second round. So if y'all only saw 1 round, they didn't show no rounds this episode. How are y'all even answering the poll then? OMG. So now they're talking about how they feel like it's going to be a lot of ass whoopings because they be saying everything that they got to say in the confessionals, but then they don't, they pop it, but then that liquid courage gets crazy. And this is when Saucy Santana gives Rolly, her props because the same thing that she says in the confessionals is the same thing that she says in personal. And respectfully, it's true as hell. It's extremely true. Somebody just messaged me and said that they hear my voice all over the reunion. Y'all, remember the clip that I just showed y'all? I was way to the left side of the stage. And the reason why y'all hear me so loud is because I'm sitting right next to a microphone. Y'all see me in the bottom right corner? The microphone is literally right by my mouth. So y'all gonna hear me throughout the entire reunion. I'm going to haunt your lives throughout the entire reunion. But big shout out to this, y'all. I had a good time. I'm not gonna hold you. Hey, King! Look at me. Oh, y'all not even looking. Here it is. Look at me. 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 You see me at the bottom right corner? Hooting and hollering. Hold on, let me scoot back some so that you can see me in lights real quick. Because you weren't here when I showed y'all. We at 30 minutes and 56 seconds. There it is. Who's that girl? La 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 la. I'm screaming. They put my face so freaking big. But no, shout out to Zeus. Shout out to Zeus. Shout out to Zeus, okay? Definitely hilarious to see myself on this platform. Yet another platform in the books, okay? So now they finally bring Natalie Nunn onto the stage. This is after her performance. She ended up coming out in sneakers. Now, this is the part that had me all types of effed up because how was she surprised that DTB hit her if she already came out in sneakers? Who did you plan on fighting, Natalie, if it wasn't Diamond the Body? She came in Bottega sneakers to stand on business, y'all. What business did you intend on standing on, Natalie? So that makes me feel like the same way that they be coming at DTB about being about the TV and all that stuff like that. It's one of those things where Natalie, like, what exactly were you prepared for? You didn't really have no problems with nobody during the season. Natalie didn't fight this season, did she? No, she didn't fight this season. So who did you expect to squabble with if that was the case? Like, what were you trying to? I missed the fight. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. I can't show it for copyright reasons, but I can show standstill moments. So I'm gonna show you standstill moments. Either or, like, why the hell she got on sneakers? So I don't know. I feel like they looking at DTV crazy for hitting her, but a part of me feels like Natalie kind of saw it coming. Let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm trying to say. Nothing long shoes there, everything. Like, this is when Natalie was talking about seeing blood in the parking lot, and she saw Mel run. Okay. She said she saw Mel running out the parking lot. So we knew because of Natalie that Mel was running from Ivory. And I ain't gonna hold you. I thought Natalie was lying. I thought Natalie was lying, but I ain't gonna hold you. Natalie told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Mel did not show up to the reunion because she got ran out the parking lot, which is crazy to me. Somebody, first of all, Kane, imagine somebody pisses in a cup, takes the cup, you are asleep in a bed, and they throw a cup full of piss at you. And you finally get to see them, and you don't fight them? You don't fight them? I ain't gonna hold you. It could not be me. It could not be me. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Why am I cracking up at myself right now? Y'all, look at this. I'm gonna show y'all just a little bit. Zeus, please, this is my face, okay? Look at me, and then look at. Why did Saucy Santana do the titty bounce with me? I'm screaming. But no, they're not forgiving, Kane, because they're not forgiving because you came to the reunion to fight the girl. So, first of all, they invited you to the show. Okay? You lost the fight with the girl. They invite you to the reunion so that you can kind of sort of do a comeback or whatever. You go on Instagram Live. You talk about how they not giving you enough money. They only trying to pay me $3,000 and blah, 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 blah. It's not worth it. She pissed on you. You should be going there for free. I don't care how much money Zeus is giving me to fight somebody that threw piss at me. I don't get it. I don't understand Mel's motivation in that. So that's why when she was going crazy on Instagram Live talking about how, they're not giving me enough money. They're not giving me enough money. They could have gave me they could have wrote a fat check of one shining penny and I would have been there for the girl that threw piss at me. Like, what? That's crazy. You cannot be walking around America with that on your name. It happened on TV. We can look up the clicks now. If I Google drink my piss no cup, your face comes up. That's a problem. Like, no. Mel was supposed to fight Tasiki too. I'm so mad we were robbed from seeing it. Right, Tai Tai? Like, I don't understand. Mel wanted to fight Ivory on stage, not in the dressing rooms, but I agree she shouldn't have left. She should not have left. I understand her not wanting to fight in the dressing rooms. I understand her thinking that it could have been a setup situation, but respectfully, I'm going to have to get jumped. Because I'm getting on that stage and y'all going to put some respect on my name. Because you're not going to do that to me. Like, you're not. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like it's off principle. Now, I feel like Tasiki won both fights because of off the other reunions where people said something, but the other thing happened. She probably won both fights. Okay, I can't pronounce your name. I was one of those people that said that they went for 2 rounds and that I feel like Tasiki won the first one and Bad Dolly won the second one. And I told y'all that was my humble opinion and that when y'all watch it, y'all can formulate y'all own opinion. But I can only tell y'all based off my own 2 eyes. Remember, me being there live isn't the same as y'all seeing it on TV because y'all have the opportunity to rewind, fast forward, and slow it the hell down. I didn't get an opportunity to do that when I seen it live. You get what I'm saying? So let me know by the time we watch it next week, who y'all think won. I'm gonna have to watch out. Yes, let's do it together. But yes, y'all, I think it's hilarious that he did the titty bounce with me. But this is the part where they bring up Scotty first. So Scotty came out in the red outfit, and then she ended up changing her outfit later because the outfit wasn't versatile enough for her to do everything that she had to do. But remember, I told you not a lot of the girls dressed up. Scotty wore this, and I feel like it was an outfit that involved legs because she knew she was going to have to squabble or whatever the case may be. But she definitely looked amazing. How did you go see it live? They casted me for the audience. I was in the audience for the reunion. But Scotty looked the hell good. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how y'all felt about this outfit. I personally liked what Scotty wore backstage, though, more with this hairstyle, because I feel like her hair doesn't match her outfit. They're clashing. I like the outfit, just not with the hair, basically, is what I'm saying. I like the outfit, but not with the hairstyle. But Scotty did look amazing. Her heels was giving Steve Madden. Only reason why I know is because I wanted to get the bronze version for my brother's wedding. This is when Tasiki comes out. Tasiki was not wearing the same thing that we thought that she was going to wear either. That's why when I first talked about the episode, I said that these girls weren't dressed up like that, and the only person that came dressed up was Nunu. Let me know if you were during my live, you were here in my live when I said that, because I definitely told y'all that the only person that came out dressed out was Nunu. Nobody else came dressed out like that. I mean, we know DTV came out in her little outfit or whatever the case may be. But as far as ball gowns, beautiful gowns, as far as like reunion attire, all of that. This is the part where DTV sneaks Natalie. She gonna give her a hug and then bop her in the face. Pow! Y'all, let's look at the clip on Instagram real quick. Because when I tell you Natalie was looking at her like, what in the world is happening? Here it is. Look at me. Look. Wow. And then they immediately bust out in a fight right in front of us on the stage. Like what I tell y'all, it was instant. As soon as that happened, they started fighting and getting closer and closer and closer to where I was sitting at. And I was just like, hey, hold the hell up. I signed the NDA. I didn't sign no. Who taking me to Los Angeles General Hospital if I end up in this squabble because one of y'all accidentally hit me? But I guess we about to get to the bottom of it because she just got smacked. All right, so Natalie just got hit by DTB. Everybody was looking shook. Everybody was looking shook at this part. And us in the audience, it took us completely off guard because it was one of those things where it was just like, whoa, like, is that really what's happening here? Like, is that really the situation right now? Like, did you really, like, exactly how Jonisha looked right here is how we was looking in the audience. And it definitely was weak because it was one of those things where you gonna hug me and then just pop me in the face like that. Like, I understand the logic from it because anybody that ends up hitting Natalie either doesn't come back from another season or is Rolly. Rolly's the only person that got away with it. Everybody else never comes back for another season. So I kind of sort of get the reasoning behind it, but it still was a crazy situation. Y'all remember when I told y'all they started fumbling into the audience? Literally, you see how they're not on stage anymore? You know how many people was calling me a liar and saying, no, that's not what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, exactly what I said is what happened. Okay, they literally almost fell on top of the audience. Look, they got to show the view from the top angle because of how crazy it was. Look at me right here. They about to fall into the dang thing that I'm sitting at. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like, they was rumbling and a tumbling, and I was confused as hell. Look at me telling DTB to keep her head up. Fight back! Fight back! Look at me. DTB, fight back! When I tell you I was cheering on, I was the head of the DTV committee. I was the head of the DTV committee. Natalie, I love you, but this wouldn't have happened if you would just EP from the back. I feel like the CEO of Baddies should not be on stage as often as she is, and that's just my humble opinion. Okay. But that's when everybody thought that that was shady and that was not respectable of DTV or whatever the case may be. That's when her and Natalie start rumbling. I personally feel like Natalie did not do too bad against DTV. I personally feel like Natalie did better than DTV. Let me know in the comments who you think won the fight between DTV and Natalie. Let me know who you think won between them two, because it definitely was giving, I don't know. Natalie can't fight and DTV can't fight. So it was kind of a weird situation. But then from the angle that I was at, they were to my left and Natalie was on top for majority of the fight. So from what it looked like to me, it looked like Natalie was winning. But you hear me in the audience talk about some DTV the entire time, okay? WTF, you think DTV won? Yo, this is the part that my homeboy Pierre was talking about. He said that it looked like it gave WWF. You know how, does anybody here watch wrestling or used to watch wrestling? How they used to do that thing where they would be talking about each other right in their face, talking like this and pointing down at each other, me versus you, you versus me. And then they get on the stage talking about some, oh, this is exactly what that looked like. Pierre was on point when he said that. Because when I tell you that is what it is, I saw DTV get more hits in. So you think DTV won? Okay. So I might have to slow that fight down before I do my recap. I'm gonna have to slow that fight down so that I can figure out who between the two got the more hits in. But if y'all think it was DTV, then I definitely will check that back out. And I got your message. Thank you. I appreciate it. But basically DTV, as far as their dynamic goes, DTV hit her because Natalie ended up going on live talking shit about DTV's best friend. DTV's best friend ended up getting into a fight with Anna Mac, I want to say at the Baddies premiere for the season. And Natalie was mad because apparently she thought from her position that DTV did not help, did not intervene, did not try to break them up, and that she was holding the camera. Meanwhile, DTV wasn't even the person holding the camera. Meanwhile, DTV did try to calm them down. Meanwhile, DTV did try to mediate the situation. Now, let me know in the comments, y'all. If you have your best friend in real life and you have your work bestie, aka your TV bestie, whose side are you going to be on? I feel like even asking that question is a dumb thing to ask, because at the end of the day, the person that I knew the longest is the person that I'm like, Natalie's talking about something, you're fired. Natalie, you know dang well you cannot fire DTV. Yes, Nia, it's out. It's out, Nia, and this episode is good, okay? I heard Erica Mena's show is good too, so we're gonna watch that next. Natalie Head was in the corner of the music box, and DTB was hitting her on top of the head. No ish. Really? Okay. Ooh, DTB said what I just said. She said, if you're a producer, stand back and be a producer. If you're a part of the Baddies cast, go and be a Baddies cast member. Y'all, that's the same thing I said. Natalie is back there pissed right now, trying to kick DTV off the set, trying to tell them not to let her on the set because she's mad that she got snuck. Remember when I told you either they gonna cooperate with it or they're not? But guess what? DTV is last year's MVP. They're not going to just let DTV go home while the people in the audience, aka me, is screaming DTV's name like that. That wasn't gonna wash you always getting washed. Listen, Natalie, we gotta remember, Natalie is half black. The other side of her is Caucasian. Her mother's name is Karen. Her mother's legal name is Karen. This lady can't fight. Loki, Summer, and Bad Dolly is the first ones to talk about some no jumping, but quick to jump Emma. Like, really? I'm going to leave this right here because I keep talking about how there's hypocrisy in Baddies. They literally talking about some, oh, the OG's been jumping all season, but when we stand up for each other, it's not the. But y'all jumped Emmy, Emily, whatever her name is. Gigi, remember when this girl got her time to shine? I was so pissed because she was the loudest person and I was talking. And as soon as Bobby came around the corner with that mic, she stood the hell up and started saying what she had to say. And I was just like, but shout out to her for getting her moment. Respectfully, I had 50-11 moments. So this is when Scotty was basically saying that DTB said that her and Natalie didn't have an issue. But the thing about it is they don't have a real issue. They have an internet issue. Y'all know DTB knows the difference between real life beef and internet beef. DTB is beefing with Natalie. Her government name is not beefing with Natalie. And that's the difference between her and Natalie. She knows how to turn it off. So this is when Jayla comes out. Jayla came out swinging the bundles. I was here for it. Rolly is a big bully. I agree. So this is when DTB went off stage or whatever. This is when they were trying to get Natalie to get back on the stage and stuff like that. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a hot mess because they were like, where's Natalie? Is she coming back on stage? Is she coming back on stage? And I was just like, listen, by this point in time, it was almost midnight. And we had been there since 7 o'clock. So I was just like, let's hurry the hell up. So then this is the part where Natalie is like yelling, talk about she will fire everybody and get newbies in the morning. Natalie, I don't know who you think you are, but that wasn't the case. Hey, Vaughn, welcome. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to watch my Baddies audition vlog. Don't forget to become a member so that y'all can watch my Baddies reunion tea. And don't forget to watch all of that. Wait, what she said about? I'm hollering. Natalie said Tinkerbella over DTV for Baddies Africa, knowing dang well that Tinkerbella was not about to make it there. So this is the part where they finally bring out Rolly. Now, one thing I will say about Rolly, she is going to make sure that she wears that faja. She gonna make sure that she wears that faja. And one thing about Jayla ain't ducking no smoke. The second that Rolly came out, she strapped that ponytail together, baby. She made sure that she was ready, okay? Like a Little Caesars pizza, okay? You're not gonna sneak me, baby. My name is not Slim. And I applaud Jayla too, because Rolly is a big bitch. She's a big one. Listen, us, the audience, we were messy. Talking about something, yeah, Jayla, rip that shit up. Like, we're messy. We were the messiest audience members. I was one of the people booing Rolly. I'm not gonna hold you. We were booing Rolly. Tasiki give her a hug. Jayla looking like, if you bout it, I'm bout it. And respectfully, Sierra, I was here for it. We had a ball. They were giving us shots. We were drunk. I had a time. So they talked about how DTB ran up on Natalie, kind of sort of just filling Rolly in or whatever the case may be. And even Scotty said that she's prepared for anything. Remember, Scotty and her had words on the internet as well. So then right off the jump, Jayla, I feel like they're going to chop and screw this part because there was a lot of dialogue that happened. But basically, Jayla was saying that she was felt some type of way about Rolly feeling some type of way towards her because she wasn't laughing about her during the gun situation. And it's true because during this entire situation, it wasn't Jayla that was laughing. It was actually Natalie. And I hate this about baddies. Anytime Natalie does something, somebody else ends up taking the blame on it. And then some other fight, confrontation, situation, no hesitation always happens towards it. And that shit is kind of annoying to me. I'm not going to hold you. I'm sorry because Biggie let Anna get jumped. She shouldn't have. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, we get into that part as well. Scotty ain't beating no one. Scotty didn't win her squabbles, but you know, at least she still got the body. I like Scotty though. I like Scotty. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, so now they're showing. They so messy. Why they showing Akbar running away from the fight? I mean, away from the pow pow situation. So this is Jayla basically saying everything that she had to say. Y'all, like I said before, we gonna go on Twitch after we watch the Erica Mena show so that we can continue to talk about the baddies part one. We're gonna talk about part one only. We're gonna talk about part one only because that's the only part that's on. And then we'll talk a little bit about what I'm gonna answer some questions based on what y'all feel in far as part one goes, or whatever the case may be. Oh, they did actually play everything that Jayla said. But basically, Jayla is saying we could fight if you want to. We could get like that if you want to. And at the end of the day, you thought that I laughed at you, and you thought that I came at you crazy, and I did it. And then this is when Rolly kind of sort of speaks her piece, saying that she got in the car with Natalie, and that there was a text that came to Natalie's phone, and it basically said, "Are you serious? You with them?" Talking about Rolly and Tinkerbella, and she felt some type of way because she's calling Rolly and Tinkerbella them, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like in that moment, she kind of sort of took Jayla aback because I don't think Jayla knew that she saw that text message. So that was a little messy on Jayla's part. But then at the same token, the one joke that we know for sure Jayla made was about her knock knees. We know one thing about it. They gonna talk ish about Rolly's knocked knees. Look at Jayla trying to stand like Rolly. Rolly, you can never get away from those knees comments, okay? You can never get away with it because they definitely did. They definitely did show the knock knees. But they ended up hugging it out, y'all. They talked it through. They hugged it out. They said that they're better than that. They actually had a conversation about friends in the industry and things of that nature. But it looks like they didn't kind of stick all of that in together. They kind of sort of summed it up, which is okay too because it was a lot of dialogue. This is the part where Natalie comes back on stage or whatever, claiming that she fired DTV. Okay, so Scotty did not get beat up, blah, 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 blah. Justice, I know. I was there. I know. What I said when I first seen it happen, like live in front of my face, it looked like Scotty got jumped. Okay. But then by the time, like, I talked to the person that was next to me, and I talked to another person who's on set that we ain't gonna talk about because that's their job. And I talked to some of the other girls. We realized that Scotty slipped and Summer got on top of her. And then, of course, that's when Anna tried to help her. And then that's when Lex tried to help Summer. And it turned into what could have been mistaken as a jumping situation. Y'all got to remember, I was there and literally 10 fights happened at the same time. So it was kind of hard to see everything that was happening. But exactly what I just said is exactly what I said when it happened. That's what I saw. I can only tell y'all what I saw. Okay. But at it, like, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Bing bop bing boom boom bop bam. That's what I know. But it sucked because Scotty never got to do her big one. I will say that. She didn't get to do her big one. So basically, at this point in time, is when Natalie is kind of sort of breaking down why her and DTB don't get along at this point in time, and that she did not expect for DTB to come at her because they allegedly had a conversation after that or whatever. And it is what it is. So now this is the part where they get into Rolly and Scotty, because at this point in time, Scotty took off her shoes. At the same point in time where Jayla was rolling up her ponytail, Scotty took off her shoes because she was ready for whatever may happen to happen. Child, you already know. One thing about Scotty, she's a sweetheart, but she was going to get down if she has to. But remember, the reason why Rolly and Scotty are not, getting along right now is because after Rolly and Slim had their run-ins or whatever the case may be, and everybody was looking at Rolly crazy, Scotty had came on the internet. She came on Beyonce's Instagram and said and apologized to the audience and apologized to the fans and apologized to us. She didn't apologize to Slim. She didn't apologize to Rolly. She didn't apologize to her friends. She went to the internet and apologized to us. And I understand Rolly wholeheartedly in that, because it's like, why are you apologizing to us? Why aren't you apologizing to Slim for standing there not doing anything? And why aren't you pulling Rolly to the side and telling your friend that she's wrong? For her to have come to us didn't make no sense. Yeah, I know Scotty got jumped. Yeah, Justice, to me, it looked like that's what happened. But I know that it's because it happened so fast that it looked that way, or whatever the case may be. And Dolly did have her hands wrapped. A lot of people said that she had like a weapon or whatever the case may be. No, she had her hands wrapped. Remember, she was injured all season. She can't be sitting here fighting injured without anything, you know, holding her solid or whatever. But and even when Scotty was trying to kind of sort of say what her situation was, she said that she felt bad because she didn't know that Summer was jumping into the Slim situation. And like I feel like everything was happening all at the same time, and it was too much happening, and she didn't realize that it was happening how it was happening. But it's still one of those things where like she should not have told us. I should have told and rolled it back and let Slim to run. Remember when Scotty had put that post up? It was still like a weird situation, and it's a rock and a hard place for a person like Rolly, who is your friend, because you're coming on the internet saying that I'm wrong, but you're telling the internet and you're not telling me. That's fake. That's fake. If me and you are friends and you think I'm wrong for something after the fact, why would you tell everybody else and not me? I feel like Scotty's wrong for that. Respectfully, I feel like Scotty is wrong for that. You can't go to the internet telling everybody how you feel, but you're not telling me how you feel. Like, that don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense whatsoever. But, child, welcome to the world of Baddies. She did it for the exactly. And normally I'm on Scotty's side when it comes to stuff like this, but I'm 100% Team Rolly when it comes to the Rolly versus Scotty situation, because I'm sorry, like she shouldn't have been apologizing to us. Apologize to us for what? We weren't the one getting slung like a top on TV. It was Slim. So you should be talking to Slim and you should be talking to Rolly about that. So now at this point in time, that's when Scotty was basically saying, "Oh, you loyal to people that ain't loyal to you," and you came to Scotty. I mean, and that's when Rolly was just like, "Oh, you come to every time you mad at Natalie, you come and talk to me about her." And I feel like this is the part where I don't agree with Rolly, because one thing about Rolly, anytime she's mad at somebody, she's gonna throw all of their personal conversations under the bus. I don't know why these girls are venting to Rolly. Scotty, why are you venting to Rolly about Natalie? When you see how she treated ET, when you see how she treated Slim. Anytime Slim has a friend, I mean, anytime Rolly has a friend, she throws him under the bus. So it's like, what the hell? So this is the part where Biggie comes on the stage. She ends up coming to the right side of the stage, giving them a hug, and everybody sings her song. What's the word? What we doing? Look at the way that I'm moving. Yep, this is when she runs into the audience. She ran to the right side of this. Look at the way that I'm moving. Up the Don, Reposado. Feeling like I hit the lotto. I wanted to see Tink versus Dolly, but Tink was pregnant. I know. When she came out with that belly, we all were looking crazy. I was gagged. When I tell you I was gagged, I was so shocked to see her pregnant. I was so shocked to see her pregnant. But like, I don't know. It was so much that I wanted to see, especially when it came to Tinkerbella that we did not get to see. Tinker being pregnant was extremely crazy. Still wondering who's the baby. We were just talking about that. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Lemmy's brother is the daddy. Allegedly. We not gonna know who the truth is until after the fact. We gonna see whose name is on the birth certificate. We gonna see who taking these baby shower, gender reveal, who's at the first baby birthday party, baby shower, second baby birthday party. Who gonna be there at the graduation when the baby 18? We gonna see. Okay. She having a girl. Damn, hope she don't. She's having a girl. She announced it already. Oh, she did announce it. She did announce it. She announced it at the reunion. Actually, she said that she's having a girl, and she said she wanted Natalie to be the godmommy. Tink versus Dolly would have been such a good fight because I personally think both could really fight. Tink versus Dolly. Tink versus Dolly should have happened. Tink versus Summer should have happened. But both of them were acting scared of her, and I don't understand why. So did Summer lose any of her rounds? Absolutely. She lost against Ivory. Absolutely. The baby is a plumber. This is when Anna Mac comes on the stage. Summer cannot fight. Fight me if you think otherwise. Summer can't fight. Summer can't fight at all. Summer cannot fight at all. Okay, you hear me? Summer can't fight. So this is when Anna comes on stage. People were booing Summer, and I mean, people were booing Anna, and I was like, I like Anna because Anna's one of those people. She's gonna keep it real. She's gonna keep it raw. She's gonna keep it uncut. Love her or hate her, she's still gonna do her. And I like people who are consistently themselves. She's not fake. So I give that. And I ain't gonna hold you. This moment with Anna and Biggie sitting next to each other, y'all, let's revel in this moment because this is gonna be. It feels like this is gonna be one of the last times that we see them together. I promise you, it feels that way. I think Tink is like very strong because she almost picked up Meatball when it was scrapping, and Dolly just throws punches. Listen, did Summer lose a fight? Yeah, against Ivory. I do not support Saucy Santana for liking Summer, not gonna lie. Summer's a very likable gal, but there's equal amount of reason to not like Summer. That's just how I feel about it. Summer's one of those love me or hate me type of girls. Either you gonna love the hell out of her or you gonna hate the hell out of her. You on one side of the fence or the other. So this is when Biggie was basically saying that she ain't got no issue with nobody, but if other people have an issue with her, then it is what it is. And that's when Anna said, whoever want to fight me is who I'm gonna fight. And you already know they waiting for Summer to come out. You already know they waiting for Nuno to come out. And it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, or whatever. And this is when Saucy Santana basically said that she feels like Biggie did her big one this season because even though she's the communicative baddie, she stood on her 10 toes. She took all of the criticism that we gave her on Baddies Caribbean and actually fought. And I agree, because everybody was trying to punk her like she was like a bitch, but she fought Nunu and she fought Jaden. Okay. Now remember, Anna, her problem with Summer currently is because she ended up breaking her Baddies chain. Now, at this point in time, we didn't know that happened. We didn't know that until during the season. Remember that whole wig situation and all that? So now it looks like Anna's taking off her shoes. This is when she starts twerking with her boots. And basically from there, they're trying to bring out the other baddies. So then they end up, this is when they bring out Tinkerbella, and we are ready for Tinkerbella to fight just for her to be pregnant. When I tell you we were all gagged, like, where the hell did this belly come from? Y'all, this is allegedly a plumber baby. I'm not gonna hold you. If it's true, that is tea, and that is the gag of the century. A plumber baby, allegedly. Ooh, allegedly. No, Tinka was a big walk. I did not. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. And the way that she hid her belly too, and the way that she did, she probably would. You know what's crazy? Now that we think about it, remember, Tinkerbella did not get into a lot of things. Oh my God, I figured it out. The reason why Summer probably didn't touch Tinkerbella, and the reason why Bad Dolly didn't touch Tinkerbella after she threw the drink in her face, is because it was probably in her contract already for her not to get touched, because she already took the pregnancy test. Y'all. She probably already took the pregnancy test. She probably already took that's the only thing that makes sense to me. The only reason why she wasn't touched is because she already took the pregnancy test. By the time the season was getting cracking, she was getting in everybody's face, but nobody was fighting her back because they knew that a plumber king or queen, well, it's a girl, a plumber queen was on the way, allegedly. Allegedly. Saucy, messy ass talking about some who the daddy. Mind you, look at me. Look at me talking to Saucy. Saucy, who's the daddy? Y'all, Saucy's my best friend now, y'all. Because we were kikiing our lives away. It was tea. It was giving. I hate how they posted episodes after it was filmed. What do you mean? Oh, yes. Because they should have waited way longer to record it. I agree. But I'm not going to hold you. If they recorded it after they did, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because I have some things in the works right now that contractually would have stopped me from flying to Cali to be a part of it. So I wouldn't have been able to be there. And where we are right now is not where... Okay, babe, I see you. You look so pretty. I said, look at PYT. So many people texting me. So many people texted me about my little cameos, y'all. But no, when this is the part where Saucy Santana came into the crowd, and I was just like, who the fuck is her baby daddy? Because we were trying to figure out when the hell she got pregnant. So now this is the part where Natalie is acting like she never knew that she was pregnant. She talking about some Zeus put together everything in pink, that the stage was pink because they knew that she was having a girl or whatever the case may be. I hate the big three, child. A lot of people zoo, baby. A lot of people zoo. I definitely think that this cast of newbies was the best cast of newbies they ever had. They were shaking the table. They were shaking the table. They all had storylines, whether or not we like their storylines or not. The only person that did not have a storyline was Yoshi. They all stood on business, whether or not we sided with their business or not. They had some sort of business to stand on. They all spoke some sort of their mind, whether or not we agreed on their mindset or not. Because remember, at the very beginning, we didn't care what they had to say because it was just like y'all speaking on a season that y'all wasn't even on. But then at the same token, I can't fault them for standing on the business that they feel like they need to stand on. It is what it is. You hear what I'm saying? That is not Lemmy's baby. That's allegedly Lemmy's brother's baby. Allegedly. But either or. And didn't DTB and Dolly fight? And did DTB and Dolly fight? No. And did Jayla and Dolly fight? Dolly fought Tasiki. Dolly fought Tasiki. And Dolly fought Pretty P. I don't think she fought anybody else. The best cast of newbies was Dolly's East. Because that was all a set of like girls that we loved and would love to see on TV again, and they never brought them back again. And that's the part that sucked about East. It was so iconic, and for them to not bring them back, this is the part where DTB comes back in a whole different outfit, y'all. This is the part where DTB comes back in a whole different outfit, and it looks like the episode is about to end with Rolly versus DTB. And that's where we are going to pause it. Are they going to show Rolly versus DTB? Oh, they showed some of it. They showed some of it. They showed some of it. Okay, next time on, they talking DTB and Rolly. What else? This is when the newbies get on stage. This is the Bad Dolly versus Tasiki. This is Scotty versus Summer. Who's that right there? This is, who's that? Jayla? Jayla versus somebody. I don't remember who that is. This is Anna fighting somebody. There was so many fights. I think Anna fighting Summer. Ivory versus Big Lex. I feel like Ivory won, respectfully. Ivory ended up fighting Summer. Summer got mopped. And then all of the fights broke out. When I tell you, after the newbies got on stage, there was no more dialogue. The dialogue was out of the window. But let me know in the comments, y'all, how y'all felt about the reunion. I can't really rate it. Like I said, me being there, I'm biased. I can say that it was a 10 out of 10. I can definitely say that it was the best reunion they ever had because I was there. So me watching this right now is like me living in a deja vu. If y'all want to call in and ask me any questions in regards to it and my opinion on it, go ahead and call in. If y'all don't, then we can kind of sort of just recap everything that we've seen. So this episode started with Mel running. I told y'all she wasn't going to hit the stage. It goes into all of the backstage talk. We got the newbies chit-chatting. We got the OGs chit-chatting. Emma ends up going into the room with the big three. Summer and Bad Dolly both jump on her, tag team her, jump her, however you want to word it. She ended up with a bloody nose and a messed up eye from what I could see. Big shout out to Big Lex because Big Lex tried to break it up. Was it successful? Not at all. Fast forward, Natalie thinks that she's Jocelyn Hernandez and gets on stage with pasties over her titties. Natalie, you got your titties redone, and respectfully, they look good, sweetie. No shade, they look good. She performed Baddies, Post for Me, whatever the name of that song is. That dude performed with her. Then we get Saucy on the stage with Jonisha. They talk about how they're clocking everybody's tea. Size doesn't matter, yada, yada, yada. The OGs come out. DTB comes out, Paps Natalie. They immediately start fighting. Natalie attempts to fire DTB. It does not happen. We already know she's going to be on Africa. Sorry, Natalie. Team DTB. 305 till I die. South Florida, stand up. Okay. What else happened? Rolly gets on stage. Rolly goes back and forth with Jayla. Then she goes back and forth with Scotty. Then we get Anna on the stage. Then we get Biggie on the stage, and they both talk about their dislike for Summer. And they ready for Summer to come out, and they're ready for Nunu to come out. Basically, subliminals at Summer and Nunu. DTB comes back and starts to fight Rolly. That's basically the summary of the episode itself. Mel felt that it was a setup, but she should have ran that with Ivory. She wanted to run it on the stage, but my thing is, if you wanted to run it on the stage, you shouldn't have ran. You ran it out of California. You should have ran it on the stage. Like, remember, y'all, she went on Instagram on a rant, talk about, I'm not going to the reunion. They only trying to give me $3,000. F Zeus, I'm not doing it. Now that's TV, give me more money. Just for her to still fly over there. Just for her to get dressed. Just for her to change her mind. Just for her to see Ivory and duck her tail between her knees. Like, it was dumb to me. It was dumb. Because it's one of those things where, like, these other girls, remember all of them confessionals where those girls were just like, I don't even know who Mel is, but if Ivory don't like her, I don't like her either. But it wasn't giving that they want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't giving that so I don't understand what she meant by these girls are going to jump me, for one. And for two, like I said before, if a girl throws a cup of piss on me, we're going to have beef forever. So it's one of those things where if you're looking at the eye of a person that threw piss at you, for you to not feel like it's necessary to do something to defend your honor in some type of way is crazy to me. I don't care what nobody say. Mel is PUSSY for that. They should have fought in the parking lot. They should have fought on the stage. They should have fought after the fact. They should have fought in the lobby of the hotel. They should have broke a door in the hotel. Them fights should have been everlasting. Everlasting fades if you throw piss at me. Period. Did Anna beat up Summer? Anna and Summer, we're giving tie to me a little bit. I'm not going to hold you. Did Tasiki or Dolly win? They go for 2 rounds. In my opinion, Tasiki won the first round, hands down. And I feel like Dolly did her big one in the second round. I heard Anna lost against Summer, but we shall see. I feel like Summer did better than Anna, no lie. Summer definitely did better than Anna, no lie. If I were to choose between the two, I say Summer over Anna. I love me some Anna Mac, and I am not for, Summer doing everything that she did during the season as far as the carrying on or whatever the case may be, because her true beef was with Mariah Lynn, and she kind of sort of carried it on to Anna Mac for storyline purposes or whatever the case may be. So off rip, I'm team Anna when it comes to it. But for the fight itself, respectfully, Summer did better than Anna, which sucks, but it is what it is. But like she said, she can't restart parts like on the TV we can while live. Exactly. I'm going off memory. So once we see it in lights, then y'all can tell me y'all opinion. It looked like Anna won in the trailer. Let me know. Because like I said, when I first talked about it, I said it was giving tie, but I feel like Summer was overpowering her. They ended up going 2 rounds, I want to say. But I feel like both times were like pretty even. But y'all know Summer fights dirty. And y'all know what I mean by that. Summer pulls hair whole time. So while Anna is trying to get good face hits, Summer was grabbing her her a wig the entire time. And you know, when it comes to a girl fight, if you grab a wig and you holding on to it tight enough, you're gonna make the person lose control. That's where I feel like Summer got her when Summer started taking advantage. Does that make sense to y'all? Anna was getting more hits in, but the second that Summer got a good grip, a gorilla grip on Anna's hair, it kind of sort of, you know, whatever. But like Sierra said, everything's fair in fights. So basically, I feel like as far as in the hit category, it's Anna. As far as the take control category, Summer ended up getting her, you know, towards the end. But y'all gonna have to wait till next week to kind of sort of see it play out. Let me know in the comments whether or not y'all are new subscribers. Big shout out to all of the new subscribers to my channel. I started off this stream at 700 subscribers. It looks like we've gained a good little 20 since then. So big shout out to all of the new people. If you haven't yet done so, please, please, please become a member of my channel. Why? Because I have an exclusive clip that y'all need to see. Okay, I don't mind sharing. Matter of fact, we're gonna go on don't forget, we're gonna go on Twitch after we watch what you call it. We're gonna go on Twitch tonight, and we're gonna kind of sort of break down the episode a little more based on what I saw. Okay. Big Shroom knew it was a setup. You can see it in her eyes. Something wasn't right. Natalie lied and said Mel ran, but she didn't. I am mad at DTB for slapping it. You stupid. Remember Beautifully Fly? I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I said I felt like Natalie was lying until we saw it play out. She didn't necessarily run, but she definitely dipped. She didn't run like, oh my God, I'm scared. But she ran like you ducked the fade, if that makes sense. The way Natalie said it, it was definitely exaggerated, but it's not all a lie. I only feel like Summer wins the fight because she pulls hair. Exactly, Justice. That's exactly what I'm saying. And the girls, when she started losing, Natalie deserved that slap, and they don't respect her at all. They brought her back out. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Y'all, we still have to watch the Erica Mena show. So it is 10:20 right now. We're going to put a pin on this. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to come back in 10 minutes to watch the Erica Mena show. And then after the Erica Mena show, I'm going to go live on Twitch. So make sure that y'all follow me on Twitch so that we can talk more Baddies reunion tea. I appreciate everybody that was here. If y'all haven't already done so, like I said, subscribe. Go ahead and tune into my Baddies audition vlog. Go ahead and tune into my Baddies reunion vlog. They're all on my channel. Big love to everybody. I will see y'all in 10 minutes. And thank y'all so much for tuning into PYT TV. Respectfully. Oh,